Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Malorn here, and I'm here with another great video for you guys today. Today we are currently in the aerial jungle area of Empyrea, and we're going to be fighting Crusher. Now Crusher is, he's one of the beastmen, you know. He is kind of, his minion is annoying, but the boss fight itself is actually pretty easy. You just really have to get rid of the minion, because the minion is balance. Of course, in Empyrea, for any of those who have gone through Empyrea and who have fought all the balanced creatures in Empyrea, you should be well aware of the ills that comes with fighting Empyrean balanced creatures. They spam weakness, they spam shields, they do everything they possibly can just to annoy the ever-living crap out of you. And they succeed a lot of the time, because that's what they are annoying. Because they spam, because they know it annoys you. They're trying to get on your nerves. Welcome to my Crusher farming video. We are going to be farming for squidding today. So, should be fun. Should be enjoyable. Super exciting. Filled with thrill. No. It's currently 10:30 in the 10:30 in the morning. 10:30 at night, and I worked an 8-hour shift today, so I am exhausted. I feel like I'm losing my mind. But hopefully a little bit of Wizard101 and chill will help out with that. Alright, we got our Glowbug Squall, we got our Temp, we got our Epic. I don't need that many tower shields. We don't need any tower shields. We're good to go. Okay. Don't need that many sharpened. We can work with one sharpened blade. Alright, so this is the boss fight. Now, Crusher actually does have a pretty good drop rate on squidding. I tried to do the secret tunnel, and I did it once, and I didn't get any squidding, and it just, I don't know, to me it seems like a lot of work to get that squidding, and I know that obviously farming is supposed to be kind of, it's supposed to be a lot of work. You're supposed to have to go at it a lot and a lot, and you have to go inside, and you have to go outside, and you have to stop yourself from dying, and it's like, oh my god, sometimes, you know, sometimes KI likes to go all out with making you farm, but I don't know. I like if I can get something, I can acquire something from a, you know, one simple boss fight, you know, I'm all for it. That, the easier the better. If it's just one really hard boss fight compared to doing, you know, a whole dungeon full of medium creatures with one really hard boss fight at the end, I'll take the one boss fight any day of the week. Again, really the only problem with this fight is the annoying minion. This thing right here, even, this is going, it either puts a weakness on you or a mantle. I can't remember exactly which one, but most of this thing's spells put a weakness on you. It's annoying. I've now got 2 weaknesses on me, a 25% normal one and a 20% from the Stone Colossus. Hopefully I critical on this. He also uses Lore Master. That's one of his favorite spells, and I think he black mantles occasionally too. Oh, and he loves elemental shields. He loves those things. Like, oh my god, like he loves them. And he blocks a lot, but luckily this time he did not, so we can move on to just killing the boss, which is the easy part of the battle. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and toss that blade on. Get us some extra damage. Oh, look at that. We got a Fluffy. Big ol' Fluffy. Big ol' growl and big ol' green eyes. That's right. He really enjoys picking up trees. I've never understood why Fluffy has such a fascination with pulling trees out of the ground, but I guess to each his own. Alrighty. Toss that blade on. Perfect. See, I mean, he barely has any pips. This is so easy. It's literally that simple. Once you get rid of the balance minion, life becomes easy. Literally, life becomes easy. He's a life boss. I mean, I meant that in not every possible way, because there might be some that I didn't exactly anticipate, but you get the point. Hopefully we get some flying squidding from this battle, because I haven't gotten any in a... No, it's not even over yet. It was almost over if he blocked. That little jerk. You're a jerk. Crusher, you're a jerk. I feel like he's gonna be like, no, I'm not giving you any squid ink now. You called me a mean word. Oh yeah, and he has a pet, and it Maycasts. I thought that was kind of cool too. That the bosses in Empyrea do that. Usually, I think it was in Polaris, if a boss had a pet, it just kind of admits that the boss cheated. You know, it showed you that that was a cheating boss. The pets didn't actually do anything though. But in Empyrea, they do. They actually have Maycasts. Granted, it's only one Maycast, but it's still different from before. Okay, so what did we get? We got some Ancient Scroll, Blood Moss, and we got an Ice Dwarf Bed, which I have way too many of those now. So we didn't get any Flying Squid Ink this go about, but we did get an Ancient Scroll and a Blood Moss, so I'll consider that kind of a victory, because, I mean, those two aren't exactly the easiest to get. Although, like I think I mentioned in my last video, the oh my, sorry about that. The gardening video that I did, I think a couple of days ago, those reagents are not going to be hard to acquire anymore. As soon as you hit Empyrea, they're going to be really easy because almost every boss fight drops them. And then if you farm some minions, you know, some mobs, just sit there for about 30 minutes, you'll probably gather up maybe 4 or 5. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, compared to previous worlds, it is a nice little upgrade. And if you're really lucky, you might even get 10 or 11 or 12, you know? You never know. You gotta try. Honestly, though, I mean, obviously, whenever people are questing through the worlds, when they're questing through Empyrea specifically, they're going to be picking those reagents up along the way, right? So, if they're not big crafters, because I know that there's some people out there who aren't. If they're not big crafters, they'll go to the bazaar, and you know they'll get rid of the reagents for gold because they might want to use it on something. This thing also puts a weakness on you. They want to use it for something, whatever it is that may be. So you're gonna see a lot more blood moss and a lot more ancient scrolls and a lot more brass and all that in the bazaar, and it's already happening. If you go to the bazaar and you sit there for about 10 or 15 minutes. You'll see a couple of people. They'll go in and they'll sell maybe 5 or 6 blood moss at a time, or maybe you'll see one in there. You'll buy it and then you refresh it, and then all of a sudden there's another. It's like, what just happened? See, elemental shield right there. I swear that freaking bug is out to get me. He wants to debuff me at every possible moment. Boy, and Crusher is hitting big with the critical rank 3 spells. He's kicking my butt with rank 3 spells. That is slightly embarrassing. No, he's not kicking my butt though. I still got quite a bit of health here. Once I actually do craft the new wand, I am going to equip it. Like, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I think I might actually use it. I don't know, because I have to think about it. It's going to lower my critical a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to be happy about that, because, you know, most of what I do, I spam hits. Like, that's how I got through most of Empyrea in the first place, and that's how I did it as fast as I did. I spam hits. I spam attack. You can't get through Empyrea easily as a storm unless you are hitting every single round that you get a chance. Obviously, you want to buff up occasionally, otherwise your hits aren't going to do jack, but still, you know, you have to get a few hits out there every now and then, and when you're not, it just kind of, you know, it slows you down, and whenever it comes to storm, you can't slow down. You've got to have that pace going all of the time. Like, there's a boss in Empyrea, actually, it's in a dungeon. I think he does like 2,000 damage. He has a lot of damage, and he's a cheating boss too. I can't remember exactly which boss it is, but he looks like a giant weird mixture of like a bear and a gorilla and a dog. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Where was that boss? Why can I not remember that? It's so annoying. Like, do you guys know that? Like, when you have a thought in your head and you're like, you can imagine it perfectly, you just don't know where that thought came from though. Like, where, if you're thinking of a person and you know who they are and you know their name, you have no idea where you met them. You can't remember. You can't remember the origin story of your relationship. You know, or you see an item in a store, and then a month later you remember the item, but you can't remember what store it's at, and you're thinking, oh, I really, really want that item now, but you don't know what store it's at, so you can't get the item. See, that happens to me so much, but it never... Did that just do 2,000? Oh, I feel bad for Crusher. Crusher's gonna die. That sounded so bad. Oh my. I'm sorry, Crusher. I didn't mean to sound so happy about that. Anyways. Oh. I am enjoying my Arizona tea while talking to you guys. It's so much fun. Dude, you sound kind of constipated. You might want to get that checked out, Crusher. No! I got a bunch of junk. I got a Beast Wellington bra. See, I usually get a little bit more than this. Like, it's not looking good right now, but this is just bad. This is one bad run right now. 2 straight battles, no flying squidding. I don't know what's going on, but my luck is just... Because before I actually did a few matches where I would get, you know, I'd get 1 or 2 per battle, and then I could go 4 or 5 battles in a row doing that. You know, I'd get at least 1 flying squidding each battle. No misses. And now it's like, you know, occasionally I get 1, and then occasionally I don't. And I can go 2 or 3 battles without getting 1. I don't know, it's like my luck just kind of plummeted. Ooh, I just fell to the ground. I was like, I give up on you, man. I give up on you. Like, I'm tired of being your slave, bro. I'm just gonna stay down here and you can do your own thing, you know? Yeah, my luck left me. It doesn't love me no more. Alright, so... I don't know, should I go for the bugs or should I go for the Tempest? I mean, obviously the bugs is gonna do more, but the Tempest can be used faster. And it can take out Mr. Bernie Bug here quicker. Surely I'll get an epic next round, so I'll just discard this, toss this blade on, and if I don't get an enchant, then my luck is definitely sucky right now. Like, at that point, I know that I'm screwed for the rest of the duration of this video. Like, there is no coming back from that. I feel like I've said like about 30 times now in the last 5 minutes at least. I'm sorry about that. I don't know where my brain is right now. If I critical on this, it might actually kill. But he is balanced and he blocks. But he could toss a shield on. I might get another enchant next round. We're gonna do it. Because then I can just Tempest again next round and possibly kill him. So, if he doesn't die at least. I mean, I want him to die now, but that might not happen. We'll see. Okay, so I think he's dead. He's a goner. He's over. His life is done. He's done for. Goodbye. Goodbye, Buddy Bug. We'll miss you. Not really. You're annoying as heck. But you know what? You know what? You have a place in my heart. A special place in the darkest, coldest area of my heart. That you will forever remain there. Alright. Boy, you love that life banshee. What is with you, Crusher? What is with you? Alright, we're gonna toss. This is a 35? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I thought I had a 30 from my pet. It's somewhere in there. It's not showing up. I mean, not that I need it right now, but I guess it would be nice to have 2 blades on. That galvanic. Alright, perfect. He passed. Oh, that's not looking good for me then. I don't know, I feel like when they pass too much, they're secretly planning your demise. Like the creatures in Polaris. At first, I thought that Polaris was going to be hard, because as soon as I got there, I saw creatures, or saw some of the mobs actually stacking up. Like, they would use 1 blade, and then their turn would go by, and they'd put a separate blade on. You know, they'd have like an ice blade, and they'd toss an elemental blade on somehow, or something like that. You know, it'd be really weird. Now they've got all these blades, and they've got all these pips. It's just like, oh, what are they going to do? And then they toss some random, like, rank 3 spell out at you, and they critical on it. And then Polaris, because it's Polaris, and it was a long time ago, you do manage to block because you've got like 25% critical, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. now you only have 1% critical block. I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, I thought that Polaris was gonna be hard. I really did at first. Whenever I first entered Polaris, flying squid ink right there. Look at that. And couch potatoes. Not that I have like 30 of those now because of this one boss fight, but you know, flying squid ink. I actually do. Like, I'm serious. I've got a crap ton of couch potatoes. I mean, did I just get 2 couch potatoes from one battle? I did. Look at that. Okay, so that's the gold I got from the battle. 359 couch potatoes. Then I received spring, some crappy yellow bell pepper, Empyrea con theme. I've got like 40 of those. I need to sell a bunch of those too because they're wasting space in my backpack. Got a bronze gear, flying squid ink, and what do we have here? We have another freaking couch. I got 2 couch potatoes in one fight. And I got a frostbite treasure card. That's irrelevant though because I have no use for that. But 2 couch potatoes. I mean, I usually get 1, and I get a lot of them. But 2 in one battle, that has yet to happen to me. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more battles. Because I have to work tomorrow morning at like 7 a.m. So, yeah. But, I don't want to go to work, mommy. Because then I have to wake up at freaking 4:30 in the morning just to freaking get ready. Because it takes me an hour to get ready. And then it takes me an hour to walk there. Because I do have to walk to my job sometimes. Oh, what is going on? 4:30 in the morning. This is not normal. Alright, we're gonna go to the battle. Here we go. Charge! Okay, Crusher's a guy, right? I can't exactly remember. Like, his name's Crusher. He's big and buffy, but he's got a flower in his head, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Is Crusher a dude or a chick? I never can remember. I mean, they are called Beastmen. So, I'm assuming that they're all just kind of bulky and buffy. I mean, you don't get called Beastmen for no reason. I love how we're the same size as the bug on this playing field. Like, the bug is just as tall as us. But, I don't know, I feel like in Empyrea the bug should be a lot bigger, though. Like, not like the Shadow Weavers and Chrysalis and all that. I am tired of those things. We saw those all the way from freaking Empyrea. And I think, no, Celestia. I take that back. We saw them first in Celestia, if I remember right. It just, yeah. They were hurting my eyeballs. That's how much we saw them. I got so bored. Because first, you had Celestia. And that's when we're first finding out about Morganth, right? Celestia. Then you get to Empyrea. Then you see a whole bunch of them. They're everywhere. They even have Shadow Weaver bosses. Then you get to Avalon. I don't think there were any Shadow Weavers there. I'm not really sure. That was more of a backstory world. It was kind of just telling you what happened between Morganth and Merlambros and why everyone was so super angry at each other, and then he had to restore the throne and all that. That was just kind of a, not exactly a side world, but it was just letting you know what the hell was going on. Pardon my language there. After Avalon, you had Azteca, and now we've got, not only do we have the Shadow Weavers, but now they are Storm, and they spam Tempest every round, and they use Leviathan, and Leviathan wasn't really all that big of a surprise because they try and update the spells, but they really did love spamming Tempest. And Azteca at the time was considered a pretty difficult world too, but I feel like after seeing the Shadow Weavers in Celestia and Empyrea so much, I feel like the Shadow Weavers in Azteca just, not only at the time were they difficult, but just seeing them made the storyline drag along. Because we saw so many of them in the worlds before, and it just got annoying. You didn't want to see any more of them. They were just there every battle. You wanted the stupid thing to change a little bit. The dinosaurs did help with that, but I mean, it was too much. And then after Azteca, here comes Chrysalis. And we get to fight some rats. We get to fight some burrowers, some mice that live in little freaking anthill type things. But we also get to fight a crap ton of Shadow Weavers. They're everywhere. Because Morgan freaking owned the place. She was like the queen of the palace. Literally, she had a palace in Chrysalis. Like, I was done. I was ready to quit. I don't even want to make a new wizard to take them through Chrysalis. That is how bad I hate the Shadow Weavers. Like, that is why I only have 2 wizards that have made it through the Morgant storyline. Only 2, my Balance and my Storm. I've just kind of left my Balance behind, though, because I don't know, I feel like it's hard to maintain 2 wizards at the same time, and I'm always trying to improve upon my Storm, so I never have any time for my Balance, so he's just kind of sitting lonely over there. I have been working on my lower level wizards a little bit. Just the other day, actually, I was questing on my life wizard, and he's in Mushu currently. So he's at the very beginning. So it's like the one where you have to fight the Jade Champion to get into the Jade Palace to meet the Jade Emperor, because everything's freaking Jade. And then you're trying to like prove yourself worthy. So then you go talk to the Buddha statue, and the Buddha statue tells you you're going to be a great hero. Only for you to find out, you know, like 10 worlds later that, hey, now you're possessed by shadow magic. But you're still a hero because you're using the same magic that you're fighting against to defeat the magic that you're fighting against. It's, you know what? Oh, God. Oh, and then you find out that you secretly, like, completely unknowingly convinced Grandmother Raven that the spiral was doomed. And now she wants to destroy the spiral along with Grandfather Spider or whatever. So now you have 2 things to worry about. Jesus. Oh. I do feel like the storyline got better though. Like all the drama right now, definitely. I don't know, it helps. I like the plot twist. It was nice. I mentioned that in a couple of videos ago, but I have to drill that in. That point needs to be drilled like that. I like the way that they took the storyline. I know that originally I completely disproved of the way that they took the storyline with Mallory or whatever, because like I said originally, I wanted her to be like, we were going to teach her magic. We were going to teach her everything she knew, and she was going to be our apprentice because we had graduated from Ravenwood and moved to the Arcanum, and now we're doing all these fancy smancy secret agent missions with magic. I wanted us to teach her, but instead they took the storyline and they changed it around a bit, and we didn't know that was going to happen. We didn't see it coming, and now she's suddenly the daughter of Grandmother Raven, and I was not very happy about that. And now, then she gets kidnapped at the end of Mirage, and I went to go rescue her, and blah 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 blah, and then she dies, sort of. She's, you know, part of her stuck in the spirit plane or whatever of existence, and she's just kind of sitting there all la-di-da, and Grandmother Raven appears. She's all blue and covered in stars and stuff because she created the spiral. And then she has a nice little chat with her little daughter talking about the end of the spiral and how she's kind of given up on everything. I don't know. I feel like that little plot twist was nice. I know I just kind of described it like it was nothing, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. Alright, this is the last battle before I go because, again, I have to get some sleep. 3, 2, 1... in we go. Alright. I also kind of like how they changed the screensaver. Although, I honestly don't like it being in the entire world. I feel like they could have tossed a few more in there, here and there, but whatever. Alright, we didn't even get a glow bug. That's just bad. We didn't get a single glow bug. In fact, I didn't even get a freaking power pip. I got 1 power pip, but that's the one that is literally guaranteed for me. I didn't get the second one. Oh man. Okay. No weakness. I am happy for that. Although I'm pretty sure now that he didn't do that, he's gonna toss like an elemental shield on a crusher now. So then I'm gonna have to deal with that, and that takes like 30% off because of my armor piercing. Okay, did I put the 35? No, that's a normal 30, which means my pet 30 will still work. Good. Seriously, Crusher sounds so constipated. I feel bad for her. I feel like we need to take her to the doctor or something. That was a pretty big hit right there. That was pretty close to pre-nerf Mirage type stuff right there. That was insane. Not really. I think she had a blade on, didn't she? And she could have. I don't remember if she had a blade on him. Alright, Glowbug. No Shadow Pip, no Shadow Pip. Enchant the Tempest, toss the Galvanic, good to go. Like constipated Naruto with a really squeaky voice. Oh, look at that. He did use an element skill, but on himself. I'm fine with that. As long as he didn't block my critical. I am perfectly 100% A-okay with that option, with that choice. Glad he made that choice. You know what? I support your choices, Bernie Bug. I do. I care about you. So. Oh, we got the shadow. Oh, we're bringing out the big mud. We got the shadow spells out now. Oh my god. Now I no longer support your choices, Bernie Bug. No longer support. I give up all hope in you, Bernie Bug. You were not supposed to do this to me. 690 damage. At least it wasn't a 25% weakness. I'll go for a 20 over a 25 any day. It's only a 5% difference, but you never know when that 5% will make a big difference. You never know. Save up every penny you can find, because you never know when that 30 cents might buy you a life-saving piece of bubblegum. Even though you can't buy a piece of bubblegum that cheap no more. I killed Bernie Bug. I killed Bernie Bug! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, just toss the regular. No! I'm trying to click on myself. It's not working. There we go. I don't know what was going on. I was just like, I don't want to do anything. You will not put me on your... That sounds weird. You will not put me on yourself. Like, if you think about that... my mind just went to the gutter for a couple of seconds. Alright, yeah, that's... Got 2 rounds. Okay, I'll hit next round then. Yeah, there is the Maycast. I'm a little scared to find out what he's about to use. Okay, so his backlash is still... I mean, look at that shadow bubble. Look at that sucker floating around his head. That is so big, it's literally going inside his head. Like, look at that. It's not floating around him, it's floating inside of him. Maybe he's just too big. That's probably it. He's too big for his own good. That was 2 different blades. Ah, I didn't know that they did that here too. I'm about to get double attacked. Now, luckily, you can't exactly critical on shadow spells yet. I don't know. Can you? I mean, if you can, I haven't seen it. Dude, I want to know if that almost killed him. No! Why did I do that? God, I should have passed. I want to know how much health he has left. And then he's too tall, so I wasn't able to see how much damage the shadow spell did. Oh, quadruple 6s. Let's just cross 1 6 off for a sec, and we're good to go. What did I get? Oh, look, I did. I got a flying squid ink. Yeah, got that. Dwarven dinner table. Got a spring cornbread fruit bush. 250 gold. Storm assailant amethyst. Is that a critical or a damage jewel? Wait, why did I do that? Go there. Okay. Storm. That's gonna be a pet jewel. I know that. Ah, it's critical. I wonder how much it gives though. Let's see. We're gonna check this out real quick. Storm Striker. That's 27. That's 22. But if that one's Storm Striker and it actually allowed me to place it onto my pet, it means it probably isn't going to let me put the Storm Assailant on, which means that these Yeah, I already have Storm Assailant on this pet, so it's not going to let me do that. Poo. Boy, I have more than 1% on my... I was about to say, that's not right. That's messed up. Yeah, my pet's not all that good, but, I mean, hey, what can you do? I wonder if I can enchant this with that critical. I mean, just, not ultra yet. Hang on. Let's see if I would be able to real quick. Is it this one? Yeah. This is my critical pet. So if I put the Storm Assailant on, which I would be able to, it'd be 26, 20, that would be 46 plus, what was it, 27? So 46 plus 27. I am so bad at math. Let me get my calculator real quick. Plus 27. 73. It would give me 73 critical total from my pet. Currently, 27 plus 22, I have 49 critical from, Lord Chico here. So yeah, that would be a 30 critical boost. I think it would actually kick me all the way up to at least 95 or 96 critical. Here, let's see how much of a, just real quick, let's see how much of a difference it makes if I switch to this pet, for example. Now I've got 763 critical. I went down from 93 to 89%. So it would make about a, yeah, it would make about that much of a difference. So about maybe 4 or 5%. Yeah. So 4 in this case, because I went from, was it 89 all the way to 93. So I'd probably have about 97% at the end of that. I mean, and while it's not 100%, it is better than what I have now. I also need to get some of those Shadow Pit jewels. I don't know why I stopped farming for those. But those, I mean, that would be super helpful. I also accidentally deleted, accidentally got rid of the damage jewel that I had on this pet. Because I was trying to put a better damage jewel on, but apparently it was a different kind of damage jewel, and it was also a talent that I already had on my pet, which for those of you who know, you can't put a jewel onto your pet that is basically, that has the same talent, that if your pet already has it, it won't let you do that. I'm not really sure how to say that in a flat, straight way, because I don't know much about pets, but I do know some of the basics. And that's just kind of one of the things. If your pet already has a talent, you can't put a jewel with the same talent onto that same pet. For some reason, KI decided to do that. Honestly, they only allow us one pet socket, so I don't get why. But, I mean, that's their choice, I guess. They obviously, they run the game, so whatever. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more amazing content. This is the Lord Myth Hunter, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful evening, whatever, and whatever time it is, and whatever part of the world you're in, whatever your time zone is. If you're 5 hours ahead of me, living in the future, if you're 5 hours behind me, living in the past, I really don't care. I hope you have a good day. Peace out.